All right, let's get right into it. We're about to explore this incredible kind of hidden dimension of our own bodies, a secret electrical network that, believe it or not, seems to control healing and growth. And it's all based on the amazing work of Dr. Robert O. Becker.
So I've got a question for you. What could a salamander and a lightning bolt possibly have in common? Sounds a bit like a weird riddle, right? Well, the answer, as you might have guessed, is electricity. And really getting that connection, well, it might just flip everything you thought you knew about how your own body works.
So first things first, let's talk about our body's digital brain. Before we jump into the wild new discoveries, we've got to have a solid understanding of the system we all learned about in our biology textbooks.
I mean, the way we usually think about it is that our bodies are all about chemistry, right? We see ourselves as these complex chemical machines run by hormones, proteins, enzymes, that whole shebang. And our nervous system fits perfectly into that picture. We think of it as this amazing biological supercomputer, a digital network of wires just sending these lightning-fast signals from our brain out to our muscles.
Now, the language this system speaks is something called the action potential. And the key thing to remember is that it's binary. It's an all or nothing pulse. It's either on or it's off, a 1 or a 0. It's a digital signal, and it's absolutely perfect for carrying information really, really fast, for stuff like thinking, feeling, and moving around.
And you can really just picture our nerves as these bundles of biological wires, a lot like the electrical cables running through the walls of your house. Every single one is built to carry those rapid-fire digital commands all over the body. It's an unbelievably efficient system for controlling thought and movement.
But what if this incredible digital superhighway, as amazing as it is only one of two systems? What if there's a whole other, much older electrical language being spoken inside your body at this very moment?
So that brings us to the forgotten spark of life. To find this second system, we actually have to go back in time and dig up a bit of a scientific mystery, a whole field of study that was discovered, and then, well, it was almost completely forgotten.
So the story really kicks off way back in the 1780s. Scientists first discovered this thing they called animal electricity. By the mid-1800s, they even figured out that injuries produced their own electrical currents. But then, something weird happened. As biochemistry took over and became the main focus, this entire field just went dark for more than 100 years. It wasn't until the 1960s that Dr. Becker decided it was time to take another look at these forgotten sparks.
And you know what? What he found was absolutely revolutionary. He uncovered a second, secret electrical system, humming away right alongside the one we thought we knew so well.
Okay, so this is the absolute key point. Our bodies have two electrical systems. We've got the fast digital system with its on-off pulses for thinking and sensing. But right next to it, there's an analog system. This one uses a slow, subtle, direct current, a DC current, kind of like the steady flow from a battery. And what does it do? It's in charge of healing, growth, and regeneration. It is the body's master repair circuit.
So where is this system hiding? Well, get this. It's not in the main nerve fibers themselves. It's in the cells that wrap around them like insulation, the perineural cells. So think of it like this. The nerve is the wire, carrying that fast digital signal. But the insulation around that wire is actually a second hidden circuit, and it's carrying this slow analog healing current.
Becker gave the signal in this analog network a name, the current of injury. When you get hurt, this system generates a very specific electrical current that flows right to the wound. And here's the kicker. It's not just a side effect of the injury, it's the actual instruction set. It's the body's electrical blueprint for how to repair itself.
Now, I know this all sounds pretty incredible, but is there any proof? Oh, you bet there is. And that brings us to the really fun part, hacking the code of regeneration. This is where the theory gets put to the test in what has to be one of the most astonishing experiments in modern biology.
Okay, so first, let's set the stage. We all know that some animals, like salamanders, can do amazing things like regrow lost limbs. Frogs, on the other hand, they can't. If a frog loses a leg, it just heals over and forms a stump. That's it. It has lost that ancient ability to regenerate a complex part of its body.
And this is where the genius move comes in. Dr. Becker basically thought, what if the frog isn't broken? What if it's just missing the right electrical signal? So, using these tiny microelectrodes, he applied a very small, steady electrical current to the frog's stump, a current that was specifically designed to perfectly copy the analog signal found in a regenerating salamander.
The result? It's just breathtaking. The frog did something it is not supposed to be able to do.
It grew back its leg, and not just some weird malformed stump, but a highly organized, totally functional leg, complete with bones, muscles, nerves, the whole thing. He had literally hacked the code of regeneration.
And this one quote really just sums it all up perfectly. That little electrical current, it wasn't just a symptom of healing. What Becker proved is that it was the master control signal, the prime mover that tells the body what to do and orchestrates the entire process.
The implications of this are they're enormous. This isn't just some cool, obscure fact from a biology textbook. It fundamentally changes our entire understanding of life itself.
So the biggest takeaway here is this massive shift in how we see ourselves. We are not just bags of chemicals walking around. We are intricate electrochemical beings, guided and shaped by these subtle electrical fields from the very moment we begin to exist.
And once you understand the second system, it just blows the doors wide open for a whole new era of medicine. I mean, we're talking about the potential to one day trigger limb regeneration in humans, brand new ways to heal wounds that just refuse to close, and a much, much deeper insight into how we grow and develop from a single cell. Which leaves us all with this final incredible question. If we can learn to speak our body's forgotten electrical language, are we standing on the verge of unlocking abilities that we have long thought were lost to us forever?